Yeah, that's the way. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It took you guys that long to tell me that there was no sound. Check if please. Yeah, now I did. Thank you so much. Is there sound now? There's always something. I've been sitting here looking at you, telling you all about our little dog, and no one told me. You said something weird about the voice thing. Yeah, duh. Excuse me. Like, who knows? How am I supposed to know? No one says it. No, you weren't trying to tell me. I didn't hear the mute. I don't read your text. I saw something about the voice, but not that there was that it was mute. But anyway, thank you. It's all good. Everything happens for a reason. But anyway, here it is. This is a farewell, a bon voyage. Oh, let there be light. Oh, okay. Well, I believe you. So yeah, so that's the thing. This is a bon voyage, a home sweet home. It says, it says home sweet home. Home is where the heart is, dog. Because it is. The home is where the heart is, you know? And so this little one was with us for the last week. She's been a little rescuee, foster home doggy. And yeah, I'm not sure why exactly. Lala was on earlier and she was like, she's extremely like cool. And your style, like little, oh, it's so cute. Oh. Exactly. He says your little style is like a little baby doll. And it's true. It's like a little Yoda. And so thank you for joining us in the digital sanctuary for this opportunity to say thank you for an opportunity to foster care and to be of service through the storm. Whew, we carry on, we stay strong, we stay focused, we stay committed. We have our soul fit soldier attitude, the be way, bold, brave, and beautiful. We do what we gotta do, and even if it means taking care of somebody else's, someone like this one, right? Look, it's like a little doll. She doesn't even really, she just, as long as I'm holding her, as long as I'm holding her, she's like, it's okay, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you do it. As long as she follows me, she tick 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 tick. I go away. So she's definitely a scaredy cat. She's definitely not sure. She hasn't been sure where she was, and we actually got evacuated. If any of you have been following me, we got evacuated. I was in another space, and so this one was there with us. Sticker. It says, "Thank you for having me." Oh, you're so welcome. Fishing fan. Who's a fishing fan? These questions they come. Are you a fishing fan? Oh yeah, you know why they saying that? Because they know that I went looking for fish. I went looking for fish in like just in swampy water. Like really. I was like, well, wait a minute. I didn't think that there were fish there, but this little tiny boy the other day came with a bucket and he said that he found these fish just in a like a mud pond, like you know, just a pond of water. So I saw a pond of water. Wow, why is it so fuzzy? I saw a pond of water, so we saw it bubbling, and I went to see if there were fish there, but there weren't. I didn't think there would be because it was sort of out in the middle of a road, but anything's possible, right? Maybe even the water got, like, because it gets all washed around and stuff from the rivers, that I thought maybe some fish got washed in. Always look, trying to work on the right lighting here. It's kind of challenging. Challenging. We talked about it. Being my own cinematographer, being my own lighting man, being my own, choreographer, my own script writer. This show is definitely in the process of being and becoming. right? So strength, flexibility. Let me put her down. Hey, have a seat, buddy. So it's tiny, right? It's a tiny little space. Ladies, thank you for joining me. You know, I'm so happy I had Dr. J. I had Lala pop in today. We did some inversions, super importante. Our mentality, people I know, headaches, really intense headaches because throughout the storm, the weather affects us as well. And then with the stress, yeah, headaches. So a lot of people don't realize that if you do inversion, so the back of the neck there, medulla, so you don't need much space. This is why I'm doing this also because I don't have much space. That's why you see me a lot of times. You see me in outdoors. You see me outdoors. And then I created this digital sanctuary just to have a space because the rain started over 2 weeks ago. I gotta work on the camera. I gotta work on this camera. I don't know what's going on. Lighting. You look beautiful no matter what lighting. Wow. Mm. Mm. Shoots. It's not really it's more like the fuzzy, the camera clarity. Now, I'm not sure what's going on. I really don't know. Gotta work on this. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who are supporting me, who have been of support, who have been watching the growth and the watching the story of this little one. And she's getting back with her family today. So we did want to check in and do our last live stream and reach all those people around the world that are dog lovers and dog rescuers and, you know, say hi and say thank you. She's like, look, that crazy face. And so she's got that, but she also has a little bling. Wait, let's see. You can see her bling. Wait, blingy bling. You see her bling. Can't really see it. She's like, look how she lets me. She just lets me. It's like a little doll. You kidding me? She's just like, lets me rolling her around. She's like, hey, just cuddle me, just hold me, no worries. Mimos a vos mismo. So yeah, again, liking and subscribing to the Digital Sanctuary. You just never know what we're going to be doing today. This week, it's surviving and it's foster caring. Surviving and foster caring. And figuring out, as always, our Digital Sanctuary here. Yay! Hey, Cyril. Hi, yeah. Rescuing little dogs, being soul fit soldiers and literally surviving from the rainstorm. I say it, I'm laughing, I'm joking. A lot of people had a lot of damage, lost their homes, had to be rescued. There's a food shortage, there's a fuel shortage, there was a road blockage, there was no getting out. People, like all kinds, this is the real deal. And we made it because we made some good decisions. We didn't wait for the sirens. We didn't wait for the alarms to tell us to go, or else we might have been, one of those people who had to be rescued by the fire, by the thing that picks you up, the helicopter and everything. But yeah, hang on, hold on, grab onto the backpack, keep moving. Think about when in those movies, you gotta survive. You gotta, don't fall in a hole. Just keep going. Have faith. You see, remember you did it. Soul fit soldier. Remember you did the work. You've been training. You've been training. You've been telling them, stay strong. Somebody might need you. Stay strong. You might need to survive. Sometimes, we bring about what we think about. Oh, do your inversion so you keep your mind, your head, your blood flowing, your oxygen. You keep your brain, your thoughts straight. Breathe in through the nose for 4. Hold for 4, release for 8, slow down the breath, slow down the mind. See? Because see how I was getting, that's how it gets crazy. You gotta move, grab everything. The cats are screaming outside, save the cats. So, yeah. This is my way of releasing it, allowing the process to, you know, how do you say, I'm acclimating and, you know, redistributing the energy, let's just say. Even the fact that I have to say goodbye to this little one, we get attached very quickly, right? You know, it's so cute. I'm just like, okay, it's okay. Breathe, hold, release. Breathe, hold, release. So I've got to do it for myself too, you know. I've got to put in the work that I speak with you about, you know, like detachment, as kids called, detachment. I got a little attached. It's all human. We are human. Mm. Only human, only human. So yeah, human and animal right here. Animal instincts. We're saying goodbye. Thank you for pulling on up. Thank you for liking and subscribing to our digital sanctuary. We also spend a lot of time out in nature, getting grounded, being and becoming, you know, balanced, flexible, strong, so that we can, when situations like what we are going through now, which is a natural disaster and restructuring and fostering and saving, yeah, by staying fit, by keeping our mind calm and knowing that this is just something that this too will pass, right? We breathe in through the nose, we hold for 4, we exhale for 4, and then we do what we need to do, right? If we need to follow the chain of command. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a beautiful earring. Somebody earlier was asking about my earrings, and why don't I put that on now? That was given to me by a source player, by a collaborator. It's part of my, you know, my gifts, my YouTube sponsorship. And yeah, that was a gift from another source player, another YouTube creator. And I do have the other pair, but not at this moment. You know, the other one. So yeah. That's funny. Hey, Steve. Oh, yeah. Love never fails. That's what this little bag says when they gave me this um, donation bag. And it said that was from Corinthians. Love never fails. So, okay. But we're trying to stay neutral here, you know. We got to stay neutral. Go too much with the love, then, you know, the other side comes. So, it's all good. I want you to like. I want you to subscribe. I want you to have a good time. I want you to feel like you have a new space to come to, ladies, you know, where you could just chillax. There's no blame. And we're getting ourselves right. You know, we're always doing our squats no matter what, right? So even if it's a tiny, tiny spot, you see, like there's really no excuses. What I'm trying to say is like, look, we can get our little squat. We can do our little exercise. That's all we need, just a tiny little spot, right? We can do our inversion. So this could be, let's say your work area. Let's say at work, you know, take a few moments, go into the, who cares what they think, you know, go into the corner, move your body, right? Just find a little corner. Just like that. Your health is your wealth. So if you're working, let's say a job where you have to work a 6 to 8 hour shift, let's say you're working at a desk, you need to move your body because guess what? When you go to work, you're working full time on your job, but then you're working part time on your future, right? So if you're all jacked up after your job, how are you going to have the energy, the vitality, the flexibility, the strength to work on your future part time if you're worn out already from your full time job, right? So we've got to be able to do this full-time job, but yet take care of ourselves throughout it. We've got to take care of, like, when life starts to happen, life is happening, these natural disasters, these traumas that happen, these dramas that happen, these, like life and death situations that happen, they can't stop us because it's all part of the game. And it's always, that's the thing, that's the point, right? Always something is happening. Always somebody, so who should we care more about, right? Whose loss is more important? That's where I talk about empathy, compassion, kindness, because we can't, we're not going to get down and out. We're not going to get depressed. We're not going to get sad and cry over people that we don't know, right? I mean, it's, yeah, maybe you're very sensitive and everything, but it's not what's necessary. It's not good for you. It's not good for them, right? Not good for anyone. So that's not what I'm saying. Just being aware and giving what we can when we can. Giving is as important as receiving. And here at the Digital Sanctuary, that's what we're working on. Giving and receiving. Being of service when we can. And appreciating our global sanctuary here. Trying to get the lighting right and everything. And I always end up, no matter what, like squashed up here. No matter how much space I have. Because I'm always trying to work on the camera. Always working on the camera. That's okay. It's all part of the process. 1,000-day journey. YouTube University. Join me. Collaborators. Hair and makeup. Stylist. Wardrobe. Cinematography. Woo. All right. So basically, yeah. Keep the weight on. Keep the balance. Keep the harmony. Right? So chi pose is something we always do. Balance, focus, discipline, commitment. Good. You see her tail is wagging, right? So that's a good sign. And she's enjoying her last day. She's trying to put her sweater back on. Oh, little cutie. You want to put on your sweater? Bludgy, she's just trying to put on your little hoodie. You like your little hoodie? There. She loves her hoodie. That's what she was trying to do. So basically, oh, little Yoda. Basically, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're doing. We are taking advantage of this opportunity to go global, to go international, to have that mindset of friends to humanity, the ones that know that right now health is wealth. That's it. Health is wealth, right? So that's our priority. Self-love, learning to fly. First, love yourself. Activating the can theory. It's actually a scientific theory on gravity, questioning gravity of all things, right? That's what's happening now. And then, even with all that, we are choosing silence over science. Silence over science. How's that? Thank you. Yeah, with the right camera guy and the right makeup artist and the right, script and the right styling, we're gonna get this thing right. Just like, oh, I was on Corey's World live, and she's got the right idea. We've got the right idea. We gotta take this like kind of like Netflix episodes, right? So I'm gonna get a little bit more into that, maybe keeping with the themes, right? I got a few ideas. This theme was actually, I should have just named it the rescue, the survival rescue. I did put that on a lot of the titles, right? So this one was the survival rescue episodes, the animal rescue, right? So I need to separate it. I'm like a mom. I put it all together. I'm like, you get the workout, you get, the rescue, you get the philosophy, you get the, oh, what's in the bag, who's got the bag, the goods, you get it all. It's too much. It is too much. So what I'm gonna do is, it's like one of those like crazy reality shows that you're addicted to. You're like, it's not good, but you just keep watching. So I'm trying to get good for you. I want to get those things. I thought about one of the other series that I should do is literally extreme athletes. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Name that series and then plan it out and do it. And then if I do in betweens, just let them really be an in between. Not try to cram it and jam it all into one live stream. Hey, look, this is me. This is what you're going to get. They no. Like and subscribe. And then I give and I give and I give. What? So yeah, that's my goal, is to start to organize a little bit better. And as I said, one of the series that I'm trying to produce would be like an extreme athlete. I have many friends. I am athletes in different aspects, different areas of, land and water and sky. Yeah, you don't need makeup. Aw. Yeah, so why not, right? Why don't I start to think like that? Like she said, start to think as yourself and start to produce a little bit more like we know which way it's going. Netflix, Amazon, my own little, you know, mini thing going on, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. Gotta make it fun. We gotta do it. We gotta keep you entertained, but yet, stick to what's true for us, right? Like I am the commodity, but not necessarily the joke. The reality. Let's say, what? I never watched the reality show in my entire life. Oh my gosh. I don't know, but let me just tell you, you're missing out because sometimes they're so funny and they're so cool and, they're just so crazy. But no, another reason I like to watch, honestly, is like sometimes I like to watch things to literally see what's going on in our society. Like, who's doing what? Why are so many people? What are they attracted to? If we think it's irrelevant or we think that it would be, quote unquote, lower frequency or leading us in a, um, it's not so intellectually stimulating and things like that. So it's just sometimes it's good just to see and know what is it that humanity sees as entertainment. What is it that is, what are they looking to be stimulated, which we know for the most part, but to see what are women collaborating and thinking, and why would they all get on a show called The Bachelorette and think that all of a sudden on a show, you know what I mean? Like it's just sort of a exploration of society and of our what we're promoting as a whole, what we're accepting, right? And just trying to see that when I listen to people or when I see maybe political debates or decisions being made, well, who is making these decisions and why? And does it matter? Yeah, does it matter what we're filling our heads with, right? So if words are spells and we're using the same words every day and we're filling our minds, our eyes, we're scrolling and yeah, so I would say that maybe it is time to explore just a little bit, and this way we can sort of relate to each other a little bit better. That's how I look at it. Yeah, I don't. It's only. Yeah, I like to see other people and other things and know what's going on a little bit, right? Like pop the balloon. I mean, come on, whoever came up with that one. And then they said they tried to, so I guess it's just, I don't know who actually created it, but then they tried to like recreate it like in a more professional way and everything on Netflix, and they said it didn't work. But that one was pretty funny show. I mean, it is silly and superficial. That's the word I was looking for. Superficial. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not so serious. I'm sincere. I guess there's not a lot of people here this Sunday evening, and that is okay. At least we got to be together and say, got to be together. David got to see you. A few people got to say hello and get to know you. And I'm sure some people subscribe to find out the rest of the stories, and some of them that are interested in the extreme athletes. Yoga dance, sling yoga. You don't have to be an extreme athlete to do the sling yoga, though. That's the thing. I just like to use extreme athletes as role models, you know. I like to use extreme people as role models, you know, because we must always have faith, believe, and more than believe, to know. Believe is just, it's another one of those conditioned words, but I know that even today, what was the name of the movie? It was all about the AI and the fact that AI can make mistakes, right? So there are mistakes. So what does that mean? That there are no wrong or rights. There's only choices in the moment, right? Pertaining to that situation. And so let's say, I even know, like, let's say when people get, they've been wounded, they get wounded many, many, many times and they still survive. They've been, you know, like, yeah, impossible things that are possible is what I'm saying. So I love to observe extreme situations and see how we can survive them, right? So I think it actually helped in a real life situation, prepared mentally and being prepared physically. Oh, got it. Physically and mentally it's what did it. So yeah, gonna try to find out how to share more of that with you. Got some, I got some footage on, I got some posts on the community center, and I'll be putting more. I did talk in my last live streams about getting a GoFund together to share classes with the children and with the families that have been affected, that have lost their homes, that have been misplaced, that have some trauma. And I thought maybe the mamas could use complimentary classes, right? So if I do my GoFund, then I can cover the cost of the space to do the classes, the cost of the class, and I can share that information with these women about the breathing, calming the mind, about using the trauma to come through it. It's and being and becoming the best version through the trauma, through the drama, for the lovely mama. So if you get that, then stay tuned. For the kids, I thought the hula hoop class, release the stress, get them moving, keep them in action. That's what the kids need. I am here, right? More than the video game, actual physical action, because the gamer, that's great, but that doesn't move the lymph nodes, that doesn't release the tension, that doesn't release the detox, doesn't release the physical manifestations of the trauma or the drama in the body. And the body has to be shook and moving like kids do. Bounce, don't stop jumping around. They say stop jumping around, but no, the jumping and around and the bouncing up and down is what activates the lymph nodes, and this is what helps us to detox. So something as simple as this. And so if I show the moms that and I tell them, that you just have to like bounce, that can help you a lot to actually start to lose the weight. Because a lot of people don't realize it. They're trying to do some kind of diets, this and that, or whatever, but they're not actually. You see, the moving, they might think it's this big deal to go to the gym and to make a workout and got to work out for an hour every day. That's where the confusion is, and that's what I want to share with them. It just can start with every day. A bounce it out, a shake it out, a stretch to the left, a stretch to the right, a coming down and doing it in inversion, listening to the spine, coming down into a squat on a daily basis, building up the thighs, building up the calves. Simple moves like this, the balance of the plank. When I have more space, let me see, this little corner, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. The workout doesn't have to be a big event. Okay. Think I'm gonna be out. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for being our Soul Fit soldiers, our universal crew. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for flying, first loving yourself, really, for being kind, for being compassionate, for having some empathy, for realizing that this YouTube journey is an opportunity for us to collaborate, to co-create, to reach global, to be friends to humanity, to be grateful. Everything is new. This is a new opportunity. We're reaching levels that YouTube has never reached before. We're actually on the same level as Netflix and Amazon, and sponsorships are grand. They're you can really do something here. Like, it's like if somebody walked up to you and said, yo, you know what, there's a shop open on the main avenue and the storefront window and it's all yours. You'd be like jumping up and down. You'd be like, so that's what this is for me. This is for us. This is what we're doing. We are co-creating. We are partners, partnering up with one of the best companies in the world, most advanced. Hey, hi. We're saving animals from the storm. Hello. Hi. Thank you for saying, hey, Chris. Yeah, we're rescuing animals in the storm. We're Soul Fit soldiers. So what we spoke about when we said that when we work out, it's not just for our looks, it's so that we can be ready for a life situation. Well, that's true, because we needed to be fit. We needed to be sane. We needed to be calm to carry on. We needed to get through the storm. We needed to slush through the rain. We had to make sure that we didn't fall into a ditch, that we didn't lose the animals. The animals were crying outside. The cats were crying. They were stuck. The water was coming up. So, imagine trying to grab a wild man coon, not get, and like save it, and then get the other cat and throw it in the house, and get the other cat and throw it in the house, and then try to go away and try to pray that the water doesn't reach and doesn't drown your house. And, and like, then just like, then somebody says, and then there's no food, and do you have food? And then you have an emergency packs from the military, and you think, yeah, okay, just say yes, you have food. And then later when you go to make dinner, you're like, what the heck is this? You thought it was Tuscan butter noodles? You were like, Tuscan butter noodles don't look like this. Just add water and imagine that you're in Italy. So that situation, I'm laughing and everything, but when you have these things, you can't really, hard to share it with people what you went through, right? But that's the thing too. We're not here to cry. We're here to remind us that it does matter to stay fit, to stay emotionally stable, to stay kind, to be of service, to have empathy, because others went through way worse than us. And today we're just saying goodbye, because this was your foster home for a week, and we got to love you. I got to share you with people, and look, 400 likes, 400 people love you. And they know that it's what it takes to take care of an animal. They know that you made poo-poo. In fact, I can smell the poo-poo. I know where you hid it. I was wondering where you made that poo-poo and your pee-pee. I saw you pee, but I didn't see you poop today. Did I smell it? So after we get off this live, I'll be cleaning up that poop. And, thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for popping on in, giving us your energy. We're trying to be friends to humanity. We've created this deal, cut off a little bit. We're going to try to get the Skylink, right? So say hello, our little Yoda friend. I don't know who's here. Is anybody here? Sometimes you guys come and go. That's okay. I know you're scrolling and you're going to other people's lives and you don't know what I'm doing. Hi. And I'm talking so fast. But I'm so happy that we made it. Literally, we are soul fitness soldiers. We are survivors. We survived the storm, the rains, the floods, the rivers, I do have other little videos, and I'm going to put up some more posts. And because you know what, I just couldn't. I was in the midst of it. I couldn't really show you the disaster while I was in the midst of it, because you know your attention really matters. It really does matter. And even though I was thinking, I was like, gosh, this is like a crazy movie, and you know my channel. But hey, you got. I'll find the way. Oh, well, what can we show them now? Let's show them the emergency food. Wait. Oh, okay, we have a few minutes more, right? We have a few minutes more because her family's coming to get her, and I'm very, just spend all the moments I can with her. Let me just show you the emergency food. What is this? Oh, elbow macaroni. Elbow macaroni in sauce. So we got that. And then actually this is what I was looking forward. No, what is this? Oh, this is wait a minute. This is the the military ration. Wow, the military ration. Okay, yeah, that's what this is. This is. And then where's what is that? Facts. Oh, here's the cookie. This is what I was looking forward to. This is the peanut butter chocolate chip military ration cookie. So this is what they handed out as the natural disaster was taking place, and it still is going on. There's food shortage and water shortage, and yeah. So people are collaborating, and they're helping each other out, and giving donations. I'm also collecting and going and have things that I help to hand out and give out. There's a little cracker in here too, some crackers. There's a little sugar and a tea that I already used. Tea with sugar. I have another one. I'm going to dedicate a whole show to opening it up and seeing what the military rations are, and maybe even doing a tasting for you, right? But, you know, it sounds funny, but, you know, look, like they say, oatmeal is better than no meal, and that's what we had. The package said oatmeal with brown sugar. So I was looking forward to that. Daily rations, baby. All right. Ooh. And we got water. There was a lot of water donated. Oh, look, she's so cute. She's sleeping. This is my big book. We opened it up to, here is the boundless. Oh, the boundless life, it says. The boundless life. All right, I'm going to drink some water here because that's what we got to do, stay hydrated. I was dehydrated, definitely dehydrated. There was a shortage of water. Like, it's ironic, right? Water is all around you, puddling up, flooding. The dam's going to break, and there's a shortage of water. The water got compromised. I had to boil the water. Compromised. Boil the water for 3 minutes. All right, let me see here what they're saying. It says here, I never watched the reality show. What is that? That's from before. Oh, gosh. I'm glued here. Oh. Cyril, can I have my dog back? Yes, you can. MREs. Yes, these are those. What the heck? I just almost fell off balance, like on myself, just like being on. What the heck? I do silly things. I make myself laugh. You're like, what happened to her? She just fell over. Yeah, is that MREs? Yeah, there's another one too that I have. If you look at my community post, there's like an orange bag. orange bag, and that one said humanitarian gift. That cookie is the best. Oh, I'm gonna look forward to it. You've had that cookie? I keep thinking about it. It's a chocolate chip peanut butter cookie. I actually was thinking about it last night. I was like, I'm gonna have that cookie. I'm gonna open up that cookie. And this is her name. Her name is Kona Cookie. So that's so funny. This is not her real name. This is her AKA name, affectionately known as Kona Cookie from the Storm. But her real name. But so yeah, and not only that, we had been eating the all Newman's Owns cookies for the what's it called, the Luck of the Irish, for the St. Patty's Day. So it was all about the cookie, and then this one came. So you know what? We're gonna eat the cookie in honor of her. When I eat that cookie, man, oh my goodness, that's gonna be my memorial cookie. My cookie, we're gonna eat that cookie in memory of this Kona cookie. Don't call us kooky. Yeah, let's see how long we've been on. Oh man, we're gonna be getting the call soon. Don't take my little foster kid from me. I'll adopt her. It got me thinking. I might just be like looking into that. It's nothing new. I actually been wanting to do some like big sister, foster care, even adoption. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna be. I do. I like the little ones. I like the cool. I like the cool little one, not the brat ones. And if I get a brat one, I'll make them cool. I'll teach them about the chancleta, the belt, the look, the tone. I'll be like, yo, you gonna call who on me? As my friend said, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, you can't. She's a brat. She's doing this and that. I'm like, what? I was like, but who gives her like, where does she get the? You cannot be giving her. She works, so she's got her own cash money, and then she comes to be brat with you, and then she wants more. No, I don't think so. So anyway, I would. That's probably why I'm not a mom. They're like, I'd be like militant. Be like, yeah, pa the belt, pa pa, chancleta. Come on, did you see on the, you know who, Cardi? She pulled out the chancleta. But yeah, I was thinking, and this got me thinking more now. I'm like, okay, I did it. I foster cared. Now let's take it to the next level. To a person, to a real person. Okay, should we? Or should we just stick to animals? Let's see, I boil all of my drinking water. Oh, okay. 10 minutes. Wow, anyway. You see, yeah, you just depending on where you stay, right? And where you are and what you got available. So, and people in different countries, that's the thing. That's why I realize there's natural disasters going on all the time. There's people who have water shortages all the time, that they have to boil their water all the time. There's people that they don't have access, like I was saying the other day. So our stores, okay, now they look like maybe somebody who lives in another country, that their stores look like that all the time, that they don't have access. So we have an opportunity to become present with compassion, with kindness, with empathy, with being of service, with being friends to humanity and not taking things for granted all the time, right? And thinking about our fellow humanity around the world, because when they check in here, then we remember, oh, they're real too. I have people from Russia coming in. I had Kazakhstan coming in. We had Ukraine coming in, and these things are going on in their countries, and yet there's really good people out there. And it has nothing to do with their color, their race, their skin tone. This way, well, are you an exotical? What kind of exotical are you? What color is your skin? What 4C, 5C? Do you have booty down to your hair, hair down to your booty? Good girl, grow good. You see what I'm saying? It's all happening. So are we playing to win? Are we playing, or are we playing to take everyone out, and hope that we're the last man standing? Is that a good way to play? I like to be fair competition. I'm like, bring it. I'm like, let me better myself, you know? So that's what I'm doing by doing this work, by going beyond the words, like changing my language, by being grateful, by being appreciative, by waking up and saying, yeah, I feel nervous. I got excitement. I got, the jitters to go live. Are they going to judge me? Yes. Am I going to get a lot of likes? I don't know. And I don't know. Are a lot of people going to subscribe? I don't know. Are the right ones going to subscribe? I hope. Is it quality over quantity? Always, right? Are we a success no matter what? Yes, because we are where we need to be and what we want wants us. So if we continue the game with the intention of winning, the resilience, right? The commitment, the focus, the discipline, the character, I think it does stand for something. I always make jokes about things. We have the right at any stage in our life to be and become what we might have once been. And that's for everyone, especially my lady friends. I especially reach out to my lady friends because we have the challenge. It's a very great challenge. And they have all the tools and all the tricks and all the right words to take us down and then make us feel like the clown because we want to stick around and we want to keep it tight and keep it right. But then if you're not like that, they put you down anyway and they don't want you around. So it's kind of like just a crazy circus circle. And so you've got to choose. We have to choose. And we're not going to lose. All right? And we're going to stay. And we're going to learn to not lose our color, not have loss of color, by doing some, home remedies and having some coffees and some teas, like some ancient Chinese secret, like faux tea. So this way, when we're 27, 28, 29, 30, whatever it is, you're not old. You've been malnutrition. So there's loss of color. There's loss of elasticity. There's loss of clarity. It's malnutrition. So, changing our language, redirecting our focus, reharnessing our energy, and redirecting is the name of this game. And not letting the simulation take you out. Okay? So that's what my digital sanctuary literally is about. The Soul Fit Soldier is coming to you. Like and subscribe. Okay, I'm going to actually say goodbye because, oh yeah, we're going to be getting that call. Brooklyn, no, New York. And I even have emergency water in lots of jugs. Well, obviously, yeah. Obviously, I love my heart. That's what it says. Heart is where the home is, right? But at this moment, I'm obviously not in Brooklyn. There's not torrential rains. There's not storms. There's not flooding and all that. So the key is, it's like home is where the heart is. And I'm right here. And so is Kona Cookie, living life, exploring, experiencing, being and becoming stronger, right? More resilient, being able, ready, willing, being and becoming, okay? Soul Fit Soldiers, health is wealth. Join, like, and subscribe. Let's make this journey fun no matter what. Dry your eyes. Dry your eyes. Dry your eyes. Work those thighs. Yeah. This has been a fun journey with little Kona Cookie here. I do have a lot of affection for her. She's so quiet. She's so cute. She makes a little bit of noise. She goes pitter-pattering around. And but it's been a pleasure, and we're saying goodbye. She's joined us for several lives. If you want to check her out, check me out. Check out the lives. We did some hula hooping, What else did we do together? We stayed in the digital sanctuary. Soul Fit Soldiers. Soul Fit Soldiers around the world, around the globe, connecting, being kind, being of service, learning to go live, learning to be producers, directors, YouTube entrepreneur. This is my YouTube entrepreneur studio. If you know what I'm talking about, if you want to collaborate, if you're a musician, I have a few people that I'm working with in terms of music. My latest person I would like to, well, we're going to do a little bit of work together is on E Money on the Beat. Yeah, yeah. I reached out to him. Of course, I still have Shepherd Gold in the mix. We never did that interview. So yeah, yeah, we got some things coming up. I just got to categorize it, right? Sort of like today, like Corey's doing Music Mondays, right? And yeah, I've got to sort of do that as well. Sort of pick the series and stick to it, right? So interviews and music dedications, one thing, and then we've got sling yoga. So staying fit is number one here. Staying physically and mentally, like spiritually, like inner standing is the goal, right? So as well as hair care, lots and lots about hair care coming up. And we are aligned on that one. We're in sync because you know who too. The B way is my way. It says Brooklyn, New York, and I have emergency water, lots of jugs. No, it's okay. Okay, so we don't want to say goodbye. We don't want to say goodbye, but we have to. And it's not goodbye. It's just until we meet again, right? Until our next furry friend shows up that we have to rescue and keep and take care of because we've had a few. Where are my ladies? Come on, ladies in the house. What's up? Excuse me. She's so cute. Look at her. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for giving me a place to stay. Thank you for keeping me warm and giving me food and water and clothing. Thank you all. Bye. I'll see you another time. I don't know. I'm making strange noises. She's doing her little bounce. Bounce out. Detox. Say hello to everybody. Goodbye. She's so silly. She doesn't do much. She does run around though when she's right. She's tired now though. You tired? Oh, my little cutie. Okay, well. Hi everybody. I am gonna say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. This is it. I think they called. Yep. This is it. This is the final goodbye. So who's ever here with me? I got the call. I gotta say goodbye. We gotta bring her back to her family. This is it. Adios, amigos. Bye.